Today's video is one of my favorites to film, and it's also a favorites video, so I didn't plan to say that, but shiz happens. Hey guys, it's Maggie. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my top high-end products of 2015. If you're not familiar with these videos, basically I just have a category for each product and then I kind of go through them. I'm not going to swatch anything in this video because I feel like you guys have either already seen the products swatched or you will be seeing them very soon in my collection videos being swatched. So I just think we'll save us a little bit of time. I hope you guys don't mind. But now, without further ado, let's just hop on into this video. Starting off with primer, I'm going to start with what I use for my eyelids, and this is a 3-time winner. It's the Urban Decay Original Primer Potion. I love this stuff. You probably already know this. It's pretty much a no-brainer because I have super oily lids, so if I don't use a product like this, it just is not a good look. For face primer, my first favorite is the Benefit Porefessional. Oh, I have been in love with this stuff for such a long time. Let me see. It is a 3-time winner, and it is just the best pore minimizer I've ever found in primer form. It smells like oranges. Whenever I put it on, I'm like, California. My next primer is also by Benefit, and this is more of a luminizing kind of primer. It is called That Gal, and this is a 2-time winner. It's like a pink kind of color, but of course it blends right into your skin and it just gives you a beautiful glow. It's not over the top where it's like glitter chunks or like she looks greasy. It just gives you a really nice healthy look underneath foundation. My next favorite is also a luminizing one, and this is the MAC Strobe Cream. Now this isn't technically a primer. I think it's mostly supposed to be like a moisturizer or a product you can mix in with other makeup products. Basically, you look like you're the Tin Man after you've applied this. If you just leave it by itself, you will look ridiculous. But if you put a foundation on top, it looks natural, it looks healthy, it looks amazing. I also love using this when I mix it in with other products like foundations, just to kind of either lighten them up or just give them a little bit more of a glow. And it's also a 2-time winner. The next one I have is a more hydrating primer, and this is the Too Faced Hangover RX. It's infused coconut water and let me see what else. Electrolytes and probiotics. So when you apply it to your skin, first of all, it smells good. Secondly though, it really adds hydration, and it also just kind of makes your skin look a lot more alive and healthy. And basically when your skin looks like shiz, you use this and it looks a little less like shiz, basically. I would use this if I had a hangover. I mean, Grandma Meg's never has hangovers, but if you do, I think you should try this out. My last primer is also a new one, and this is the Stila Aqua Glow Perfecting Primer. Now, the name's a little misleading. I mean, it's not going to perfect your skin, but it's still a good primer nonetheless. It adds such an amazing surge of moisture and also a little bit of an energy boost because it is a little bit more cooling. Going on to foundation, my first favorite is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. This stuff is bomb diggity, okay? The formula of this is just the best. If you're not wanting a foundation that feels super thick and cakey and gross, you know, it comes out a super liquidy formula, but it dries down to a powdery finish. It also gives you about a light to medium coverage. It's super easy to build. This is the foundation that I go to if I want my skin to look good no matter what. So if I'm going to a birthday party, or if I'm going to, I don't know, I was gonna say if I'm going on a date, but that doesn't happen. So why don't we just say if I'm going out and wanting to look decent, I use this. Now this next foundation is a 3-time winner, but I actually had it in my drugstore favorites last year because I actually didn't know how much it cost in Canada, to be honest with you. And then I saw it and I was like, that's not drugstore. What are you talking about? It's the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum. Basically, although this may be a drugstore product in the UK, it is not in Canada. This is a very glowy foundation. It also gives you probably more of a light coverage and is still pretty buildable. Going on to a BB cream, I also have 2 favorites for this category. The first one is the Bigger Than BB Big Easy by Benefit, and this is just an amazing BB cream. I only use it in the summertime because it does dry to a matte finish, so I don't use it in the winter because it just kind of clings to my dry patches, but in the summer it's amazing because it gives you probably about like I would say a medium coverage. It also is a 2-time winner. My other BB cream favorite is the MAC Prep and Prime. This is more of a hydrating formula, so this is more of a winter product for me. It is a little bit shimmery, I will tell you that. If you go in the sun, I don't really see it very much, but I mean, if you don't like shimmer, I wouldn't go with this, but if you don't mind shimmer and you really want hydration, I would definitely try this out. This is also a 3-time winner. For concealer, my first favorite is a new one. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage. and this is amazing, okay? You don't need as much as they use in the YouTube tutorials, okay? You only need a couple dots, at least in my opinion, because I don't like my under eyes to look super crepey and cakey. I like them to just look a little bit covered, but not like, whoa, sister. You know what I mean? My next one is the Sephora Bright Future Gel Serum Concealer, another new one. This is more of an everyday concealer for me. It's probably about a medium coverage, or light to medium coverage, so it doesn't look super intense. It just adds a little bit of coverage, you know, it just adds a little bit of brightness. My last under eye concealer favorite is the Benefit Fake Up. This is again a 2-time winner, and this is an amazing one for the winter time especially. I used it so much in the past year because it has a ring of moisture around the core of concealer, so basically you're getting a moisturized under eye area. For blemish concealer, I only have one favorite, and this is what? A 3-time winner? Yeah, it is the Benefit Boing. This is the best camouflaging blemish concealer ever. Just a great amount of tacky, but still dry, you know, like it's right in the perfect center. Like Benefit hit the nail on the head when it comes to this. For powder, my first favorite is the Benefit Professional Agent Zero Shine. This is a 2-time winner, and it is an amazing loose powder. It instantly mattifies. I've never seen a product work like this ever. I'm telling you, ever. It is my favorite product for my nose because sometimes my nose, it's looking even a little shiny now. Let's see if I can use it and you can see. I don't know if you could tell, but my nose is not super shiny anymore. It still has a little bit of life to it, but it's not like what it was before. This next product I threw in the powder category because I would consider it to be like a powder, even though it technically isn't. But it's also by Benefit. It's the Professional License to Blot. I got this as a gift this year for my birthday from Ginge. I cannot get over it. It's amazing. Basically, it's like a little stick. You whirl it up, and it's like a kind of clear product. You kind of just pat it on around your nose or wherever you want to mattify, and then it just instantly mattifies and reduces the size of your pores like no tomorrow. It's crazy. I forgot to mention this one actually does also minimize your pores. My favorite part about it is that it mattifies, but also minimizes, so that's good as well. My next powder favorite is the MAC MSF Natural or Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. And this is a 3-time winner. It is just a great natural looking powder. I use this all over my face, or I can just use it on my under eyes. It's just a really good one for everyday use. My last powder favorite is the Tarte Smooth Operator Mineral Powder. Now this year in particular, I've only been using it really for baking, but I've been loving that technique and this powder works amazingly for it. It is so finely milled, it blends perfectly. Moving on to the next section of this video, which is kind of more like cheek products really. I'm going to start off with a new kind of category, which is cream contour slash bronzer, because I have found one this year that I absolutely love. And this is the Clinique Chubby Stick Curvy Contour. Actually, I'm wearing it today, and I really like it. Some people might argue this is more of a bronzer because it's a little bit warmer toned. You could use it for either. I feel like it will work for a bunch of different skin tones, because if it can work for me, it can work for anyone else light, and I feel like it can work up to a medium to deep skin tone. Moving on to powder bronzers, I want to talk about a couple that are in the Too Faced Little Black Book of Bronzers palette, which you can also buy all of these separately. The first one is actually a 2-time winner, and it's just the Milk Chocolate Soleil. This is a great contour powder if you have super fair skin because it doesn't look really muddy or orange. My next favorite is actually Sun Bunny, which is this one right here, which kind of has like 2 colors in it really. I just kind of mix them together, but this gives you a really nice kind of peachy glow to your skin. I really like Snow Bunny as well, which is more of a kind of goldeny glow. It's kind of a little bit lighter. Next is Pink Leopard, which is this one over here, which is almost like a mauvey bronze. I sometimes like to use it as a blush, but mostly I like to use it as a really nice kind of healthy, warm glow bronzer. It's a little bit cooler tone compared to the other ones, so if I'm looking for more of a natural one, I'll probably go for that. And the last one is a Beach Bunny, which is this one right over here, and it just gives you a really beautiful sun-kissed kind of glow to your skin. So those are all the ones that I've been loving in this little kit. I also have another new bronzer to share with you. I have quite a few, just letting you know. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. It's a really nice, I would say, neutral toned bronzer. It's definitely very shimmery. Some people say it's really orange, but for some reason the one that I have, I don't find to be very orange at all. It might just be my skin or something. It's really nicely pigmented where you can get a really nice glow, but you don't have to, you know, tap your brush off like 80 times when you're worried that you got too much on it. You know what I mean? My next one is a cult classic on YouTube, and it is Benefit Hoola. This is probably the most versatile bronzer I own because it can work for so many different skin tones. It's this really nice neutral bronze color. You can use it as a bronzer or a contour. I use it as both. It's very creamy and very nicely pigmented, and it blends like a freaking dream. Next, I have a product that I pretty much only use for contouring, and this is the NARS Olympia Contouring Blush and Highlight Duo. I just don't think it really attracts me as a blush, but as a contour, it is amazing. It's probably one of the most natural looking contours I own because it's a little bit more rosy toned, so it's more of a shadow than just like a bronze streak, you know what I mean? It works really well because it is matte and it's really blendable and you do not need very much product at all. Also, the highlight shade's a really pretty banana color, which again, you don't need very much, but it sets your under eyes really nicely, and overall, I just really enjoy this duo. Next, for contouring, I have the Anastasia Contour Kit. It is so worth the hype. It has two great matte highlight shades, which I usually mix together. Also has a really pretty shimmery highlight shade, which I personally really like. Also, it has Havana, which is probably my favorite contour shade out of them all because it's really nice and natural. If you're looking for a little bit more intensity, Java is a little bit deeper, but it still has that cool tone. And then I also have Havana, which is a little bit warmer, so it's more used as a bronzer, but it's still really, really nice and put really lightly on the skin. It looks really beautiful. I love using this on other people as well because it has a lot of shades that work for many different skin tones. I just am absolutely obsessed with this, and I'm so happy I ended up purchasing this. Okay, last bronzer, I promise. I'm going to talk about this kind of little trio that has more than just a bronzer, but I thought I'd talk about it now. It's the Urban Decay Naked Flush Palette in the shade Native. This is an amazing trio. They are all very creamy and super fine melt. When you swatch it, you're like, whoa, whoa. The bronzer is a little bit more orange toned. It does have a lot of finely milled shimmer in it. Also, this highlight in the center is a beautiful, cool tone, like icy pink. It's gorgeous. And this blush is hella pigmented as well, and it is a matte blue tone pink. It gives you a really beautiful flush, like you came in from outside in the cold weather, even though you didn't, so you don't actually freeze to death. Going on to cream blush, my first favorite is a two-time winner. It's the Josie Maran Coconut Watercolor Cheek Gelée in the shade Pink Escape. This is a beautiful kind of berry pink color. Also gives you that really nice, like, in from the outside cold air look. It also blends really nicely. And I just like the texture and the consistency of this product is so unique. Some people hate it. I personally love it. My next one is a newer favorite, and this is the Benefit Majorette. This color is the most beautiful corally tangerine color. Oh, it also smells like oranges as well, and it dries down to more of a powdery finish. Sorry, I may or may not have just like kicked my tripod, so I'm sorry if it's a little bit of a different angle. This last favorite is also a first time winner, and this is the Tarte Exposed Cheek Stain. And I'm actually wearing this on my cheeks right now. It's the most natural, beautiful mauve blush. It also stays on your cheeks for a really long amount of time too. Going on to powder blush, my first two are both two-time winners, and these are the Benefit Box Powders. I'm in love with these two shades. The first one is Rockature. This is the most beautiful, everyday, kind of cooler toned, glowy pink blush. It's just so beautiful. And the other one is Sugar Bomb, which is more of a peachy, almost kind of like light orangey glow. These are by far one of my favorite blush formulation. I feel like you really can never go wrong with these guys. My other two powder favorites for this year are both new ones. The first one being the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the shade Exposed. This is the exact same color as the cheek stain, but in a powder form. It looks beautiful by itself or over top of that cheek stain. It lasts on my cheeks for a really long amount of time, and it's just a great mauve color. And the other one is also by Tarte. It's the Celebrated Amazonian Clay blush. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is limited edition or not. I thought it was, but then I started seeing it popping up again. So I'm going to talk about it anyway. Basically, it is just the most beautiful neutral peach color. It goes with every single eye makeup look. Moving on to liquid / cream kind of highlighters. The first one is the Benefit High Beam. This is a 3-time winner. It's just a beautiful pearly pink color. I love the application of it. I love how it just looks so beautiful, yet doesn't look like you've done anything over the top. The next one I have is this Clinique Chubby Stick in the shade Hefty Highlight. This is like the sibling to the contour stick, really. But this is a beautiful, again, light pink kind of color. It's a little bit more warm toned, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. I also have another new favorite, and this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Moonstone. I would describe this as like a vanilla colored highlight, where it is really light and almost white, but at the same time, the gold/yellow undertone is very, very prominent. It's great, again, as a base if you really want to be like, whoa, but it's also amazing by itself. And the last favorite is a 2-time winner. It's the Benefit Girl Meets Pearl. This is a very natural peachy pink kind of highlight. Again, it looks great underneath a lot of other things, but also by itself, it just looks super natural. Going on to powder highlight, I actually don't have any that are reoccurring favorites because last year and the year before that, I didn't really touch the whole powder highlighting category. But now I have tried so many powders and I've really found a love for them. The first one is by Becca, and this is in the shade Opal. This is gorgeous. I'm actually wearing this on my cheeks today. It just gives me more of a healthy, warm glow. I think everybody needs to try this. Oh, I just love it. Also by Becca, we have Moonstone, which is beautiful. This one is definitely more of a natural looking highlight on me, at least, because it kind of is basically my skin tone, but a little bit more shimmery and pretty, you know what I mean? My last Becca one is Champagne Pop. You guessed it. This is a very, very unique highlighter, at least in my opinion, because it has a peach undertone to it. Oh, I just love it so, so much. It's very dramatic, but I feel like it works for so many different skin tones. The next one I have is by Too Faced. This is the Candlelight Glow Highlight Duo. Now, I don't like the pink side of this. The formula is not right, in my opinion. But I feel like the entire thing is worth it just for this white shade. It is the most beautiful bone color with a golden undertone. Oh, and it's so creamy. It just like melds into your skin. Okay, this last highlighter favorite, I'm not gonna lie to you, snuck in at the very last minute, but I've been loving it so much for the past month that I felt like I had to mention it. It is the Balm's Mary Luminizer. Now, the only thing I'm a little bit mad at is that I can already see the pan is coming out of this product, and I've only had it for a month. Like, why? But the color is so beautiful. I honestly didn't understand the hype around this until I put it on my face, and I was like, oh, okay, I like that a lot. Next category of this video is going to be cream eyeshadow, and my first favorite is this MAC Vintage Selection Paint Pot. This is a 3-time winner, for good reason. This is the most stunning cream eyeshadow you could ever find. It's pretty much just like a rose gold, a little bit more of a pinky undertone to it. Let's say that. Stays on my lids all day long, and it doesn't crease on me, which is insane because, as I said before, I have super oily lids. Okay, my other favorite for this category, again, snuck in the month before, but I've been using these so much and I've been adoring them that much that I had to mention them today. And these are the LOC by Tati eye crayons. They're called the One and Done Shadow Sticks, and I have 3 favorite shades. The first one is in the color On Point, which is actually what I have on my lid right now. It's a beautiful kind of silvery beige color. I also have Day Trip, which is an insane metallic, bright gold color. And then the last one I have is Impress Me, which is just like a classic bronze shade. Oh, I love these. What I will say is do not diddle-daddle around. One and done, that's basically saying it right there. If you basically apply them, you blend it out super quick, and then they are stuck the entire day. For a single eyeshadow, I only have one winner this year, and it is the Stila Kitten eyeshadow. It is the most beautiful pink champagne color. If you have never tried this, you're missing out completely. It is the most beautiful all-over lid shade that makes you look so much more awake and alive. Now I'm going to talk about my favorite eyeshadow palettes. They're all Urban Decay. First of all, we're going to talk about the Naked Basics. This is a staple, okay? Mine's looking a little bit ratch, that's all I can say. But I use this almost every single day. This is a 3-time winner. They blend so nicely for matte eyeshadows. A new favorite this year is the Naked 2 Basics, which I just purchased last year. Didn't know if I was gonna like it, but I loves it. This is amazing. I use this in my newest like Katniss Everdeen makeup look, and I was obsessed. You can get a beautiful natural look or an intense gray kind of toned smoky eye from this. These shades are so beautiful. They are a lot more cool toned. Next, we're going to talk about the Naked palette. This is also a 3-time winner. Packaging's a little bit disgusting, but the shades inside are all that matters. These are such beautiful warm tones. This palette is absolutely gorgeous. The blendability of these eyeshadows is on a whole nother level, as all of Urban Decay eyeshadows. Now, these do have fallout. All of my Urban Decay eyeshadows have fallout, but I'm not really bothered by it because I always just do my eyeshadow first. That's just what I've always done, and that's what I always do now. It's such a great beginner shadow palette. The only thing I think this is missing is a matte highlight shade. Moving on to the Naked 2 palette, I also love this one so much. And these are a lot more cool toned, and they don't have quite as many eyeshadow looks that I use all the time, but there are specific ones that I'm like, yes, yes, yes. I find a lot of these in here are very mixed metal kind of tones, which I love. And again, the blendability is super amazing with these, and this is 4 years old now, so yes, I love it. Next, I have the Naked 3 palette. And being honest with you, like 2 years ago, I was like, I don't know if I like this palette. But then I started using it this year a little bit more and a little bit more gradually, and now I really enjoy it. It is beautiful pinks, purples, and rose kind of colors, that's what I would say. It's definitely a little more of a dramatic, I would say colorful palette, because on someone like me, it doesn't look very natural, but I don't mind because I love using this, especially when I'm going out. And I did use this in a tutorial for the holidays that I recently filmed, and I love the way it turned out. The last palette I want to mention is the newest. It's the Naked Smoky. First of all, can we talk about the packaging? It's on a whole new level. It's magnetic, for crying out loud. But these shades I was not instantly very drawn to because I thought they were a little bit too dark for me. But then I was looking more at it, and I thought, you know what, Maggie? I think you can do this because there are still some pretty good neutrals in here. I thought to myself, I need to get on my box a little bit, and I love it. I did a tutorial with this one as well, and I love the way it came out. Now, going on to mascara, I actually don't have a mascara favorite this year. I just didn't find a high-end one that really wowed me. I do have a liner favorite, and this is the NARS Larger Than Life Longwear Eyeliner Pencil, and this is like a little sample one. It's in the shade Via Veneto. This is the best waterproof liner for your waterline, for your tight line, for makeup looks. Now, I don't wear it every day because I personally don't love the way liner looks on me all the time, but I do like it when I am doing a dramatic makeup look. And what I just realized last night, this one has a little sharpener on the bottom, which is hella amazing. Going on to brows, the first product I want to share with you is the Jane Iredale eyeshadow in Slate Brown. This is a 2-time winner, and I know why. It's amazing. It is just such a blendable brow color. I'm wearing it in my brows right now. It's just amazing. The other product for my brows is also a 2-time winner. It's the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is an amazing brow gel. I love how little the spoolie is, so I can really, you know, get detailed. Not like really you get detailed in my brows very much because they're huge, but you know what I mean? This actually kind of volumizes my brows as well as adding color. Okay, move on to my favorite part of the entire video, lip products. The first category I'm going to talk about is tinted lip balms. This first brand is just outstanding. These are the Benefit tinted lip balms. Now, I have 2 of them. The first one is a 2-time winner. It is Posy Balm, which is a beautiful baby pink. It's quite sheer, but it still gives you like a nice kind of your lips but better kind of lip color. These are so moisturizing because they're infused with mango butter, and they smell like roses too, which is just a huge bonus in my opinion, okay? I also have Lolly Balm, which is actually a first-time winner, but this also has the exact same formula, but the color is gorgeous. It's a beautiful kind of lilac-y, orchid-y, berry-y kind of color. It looks really nice and natural, yet you add a little bit of something extra, you know what I mean? My next favorite is the Dior Lip Glow, which is technically called a Color Reviver Balm. This is gorgeous. It is, let's see, a 2-time winner? Yes. And first of all, the packaging is so luxurious. It's just out of control. But the color is so pretty. I usually get a light to medium pink color out of this because it does kind of react with the heat on your lips to give you a natural color that looks good on you, basically. That's the whole gimmicky idea. But it's really moisturizing. It smells really nice, and it's just a really great everyday lip color. My last tinted lip balm is considered a sheer lipstick, but I put it in here because it feels kind of like a lip balm to me. It is the Urban Decay Revolutionary Lipstick in the shade Sheer Liar. This is gorgeous. First of all, again, the packaging is just amazing on these tinted lip balms, am I right? But this is a beautiful sheer brownie nude color. It just looks so natural, but it, again, a little bit is added to your lips. It's not quite as moisturizing as the Benefit ones, but it still does give you a nice kind of sheen and still hydrates your lips a little bit too. Just really nice. Going on to lipsticks, my first favorite is by Urban Decay. It's a Revolutionary Lipstick in the shade Native. This is the most beautiful pinky nude color ever. It just looks so amazing on the lips. The formula of this is so rich and creamy that it still stays in place for a really long amount of time. That is also a 2-time winner as well. Next, I have MAC's Brave lipstick, which is actually a satin finish. It is a Maggie color. Let's just say that. It is a beautiful mauve-y, brownie pink color, basically. Since it's a satin finish, it doesn't completely dry out your lips to where it's matte, but it still gives you a tiny bit of light glow to your lips, I'm gonna call it, but it doesn't, you know, slip and slide everywhere. The other one that I have from MAC is a 3-time winner. It's called Hue. This is a glaze finish. It's a beautiful peachy pink nude color. Oh, yeah. I feel like it looks really great on a lot of different skin tones, and I love the formula of this one as well. My next favorite is actually what I have on my lips right now, and this is a Bite Beauty's Pepper lipstick. It's one of their Luminous Cream lipsticks. Now, again, this one also kind of snuck in. I've only been using it for like about a month and a little bit, but I've been using it so much I had to mention it. It's almost a bit of a brownie lipstick with a bit of a peach undertone. That's kind of what I would describe it as. It's also food grade, all natural, Canadian. Like, I just love it. I am Canadian if you didn't know. So I have a little place in my heart for Bite Beauty. My next favorite is a 2-time winner, and it's also again by Bite Beauty. The same formula, the Luminous Cream lipsticks, but I have this little duo here. So the first shade is Musk, which is a bit of a kind of mauve-y brown color. It's a little bit deeper than Pepper. And then I also have Lychee, which is a beautiful peachy pink nude, which just looks really nice and natural and pretty. Next, I have a new category, and it's lip liners, because I have a brand here that I've been digging, and these are the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencils. I have 2 shades. The first one is in the color Ozone, which is actually a clear lip liner. What I love this for is priming my lips for lipstick. If you want to make sure your lipstick lasts about, I would say, an hour and a half longer than it usually does, definitely recommend this one. It also fills in the lines on your lips really nicely too, so you don't have to worry about your lipstick seeping into those lines and like looking a little weird, like Grandma Mag's-ish, you know what I mean? The other one that I have from them is Naked, and it actually does match the lipstick really nicely, but this lip liner is pretty much a great neutral to go with any brown, pink, or nude, or mauve that you own. It's gorgeous. It's also beautiful by itself. I just love how creamy and smooth this is and how long-lasting it is as well. Going on to lip crayons, the first favorite I have is by Bite Beauty. This is their High Pigment Pencil in the shade Meritage, also a 2-time winner. This is a beautiful, very unique color to me. It's a berry, almost red kind of color. But the main thing I love about this is the formula is hella amazing. It is super pigmented, but not to the point where your lips are like overwhelmed. You know what I mean? You feel like you can't move your mouth because you're worried you're gonna get lipstick everywhere. My next favorite lip crayons are by Buxom. These are their full-on lipsticks. So I have a couple that are 2-time winners and a couple that are new ones. So the first 2-time winner is the shade London, which is a really pretty baby pink color. The other one that I have that's a 2-time winner is Sydney, which is more of a brownie nude. And the 2 new ones that I have are Dolly, which is a really pretty kind of berry mauve, and then also Amsterdam, which is pretty much like a nude kind of mauve. Very, very pigmented, but they also are a matte finish. They are really, really plumping, like most of Buxom's lip products are. My next favorite is by NARS. It's in the shade Rikujin. This is one of their satin lip pencils. It's kind of like between shiny and between matte, you know? This color, though, is, again, the definition of a Maggie color. Also, the formula of these is a little bit different. It's not super thick and creamy like the Bite Beauty one's, a little bit lighter and a little bit thinner. I personally like both formulas. The last lip crayon that I have to share with you is the Clinique Chubby Stick in the shade Super Strawberry. It is the most beautiful, sheer berry color ever. It's also intensely moisturizing. Going on to gloss, the first one I have to share with you is the Sephora one. I believe they're called the gel lip glosses or something like that. This one, not flexible. This one's in the shade Perfect Nude, and as you could guess, it is just a perfect, slightly pinky nude. They smell like cake, which is really nice, and they're not super sticky either. It gives you a really pretty shine as well, but without looking super fake and like cellophane in your lips, basically. So I really like this one. I also have one of the Buxom lip glosses, Big and Healthy Lip Cream, I believe. And this is in the shade White Russian. It is just the most beautiful milky pink lip gloss. These also smell like cake, but they are also very, very plumping. So brace yourselves because it's intense, but I actually like the way it makes my lips feel. And then my last brand is Bite Beauty. These are their Lush Fruit lip glosses. I have 2 of them to share with you. The first one's in the shade Currant, mauve-y kind of color. It's absolutely amazing. The formula is a little, well, quite sticky. If you don't like sticky lip gloss, I wouldn't go anywhere near these ones. But I like them because they actually moisturize my lips in a weird way. The stickiness kind of helps moisturize. That's never happened to me with any other kind of lip gloss. And I don't really know exactly why it does that, but I like it a lot. And the other color is in the shade Cocoa, which is a brown color, which, let's be honest, is out of my comfort zone. It basically looks like a chocolate milk kind of color, but it's really pretty on the lips. I didn't really know how I was gonna feel about it, but then I tried it out and I actually really enjoy it. Lastly, we're gonna get into a new category as well, which is liquid lipstick. Okay. Liquid lipstick pretty much exploded all over the beauty industry this year, so I have to mention my top 2 brands. So the first one, Too Faced. Too Faced, you did it again, okay? They have so many amazing shades, and I have all the neutrals, as you can probably tell. So I first of all have Melted Nude, which is a beautiful brown color. Melted Peony, which is a really pretty kind of baby pink. Melted Chihuahua, which is a gorgeous brownie mauve, and Melted Sugar, which is like a flesh-toned nudie color, which I still absolutely love. These are really nice as well because they do have a doe foot applicator, or like a squeeze tip with a doe foot, you know? They're really easy to apply. I love them so much. My other formula favorite is the Sephora Cream Lip Stains. I only have one shade, 13 Marvelous Mauve. A lot of people have been loving this recently. It's insanely long wearing. They feel almost kind of moussey on my lips, which I like. They also smell like cake, which is beautiful. They just dry down to a matte finish instantly, and I really enjoy these. Okay, that video was probably an hour and a half. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very sorry if it was that long. But I just have so many products I had to mention and so many things I love to share with you guys, and I really hope you guys overall enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to comment down below letting me know what your favorite high-end products were for this year, because you know Grandma Megs here is always wanting to try more makeup. Let's be real. I will be also filming a top drugstore products of 2015 as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for the constant support and love, and I will see you next time. Bye!